BuzzFeed, we all know it. Maybe we forgot about it. I'm sorry for dredging it back up into your consciousness, but that is what this video is about. So if you're not about that, please click off. But I am. So let's get started. If you're one of those rare people that didn't have a BuzzFeed phase, let me kind of sum it up for you. BuzzFeed is a woke site that contains everything about pop culture, food, trends, clothing, trendy Amazon items, you name it. They also have a YouTube channel and a lot of affiliated channels, brands, groups like the Try Guys. At one time there was Ladylike. I also watched those videos. They really had a monopoly over my life in my younger years.
Despite this motherlode of content, my main obsession was the endless supply of BuzzFeed quizzes.
And really they became very redundant after a while. Like, pick 5 foods and we'll show you your best personality trait. Or pick an outfit and we'll decide when you'll meet your soulmate. Do any of these quizzes have any actual merit or credibility to them? But were they really fun and entertaining to take? Yes. And while I was reminiscing about these good times taking BuzzFeed quizzes instead of doing homework, I decided that it would be pretty peachy if I made a video where BuzzFeed.com, the millennial hub for all things chuggy, decides what I do with my life for the next 24 hours. The powerhouse of this video, the mitochondria if you will, is the actual taking of the quizzes, which I did last night. So I will turn you over to Past Lily, who will guide you through my quiz taking experience. Hello my friends, it is Last Night Lily coming to you live in the pajamas. Be yourself or be a panda. What a great life motto. The quizzes you're about to watch me so artfully take on BuzzFeed.com will determine future Lily, aka the Lily you just watched, life for 24 hours. We are going to take all of the quizzes in advance so that I can just kickstart my day immediately, the way BuzzFeed prophesized I should. I made a notes document as kind of like a compilation for quizzes I could use, but a lot of these are redundant, so I will just be picking the most relevant ones, like makeup, clothing, and a couple of activities for the day. So starting from when I first wake up, probably one of the first things I do is get dressed. Okay, why is one of the options on BuzzFeed's bookmark bar called Stinky Celebs? Someone explain. Anyway, this quiz is called Create Your Everyday Makeup Look, and we'll tell you what you should wear today. What's your skincare routine? When I was first looking over this quiz when I was preparing for this video, I stumbled upon this first question and I was feeling a little bit confused because the options listed here, 1, I use a lot of products, 2, just a shower, 3, I use a pump of moisturizer, and 4, I use water only. I'm guessing most people fall within a category that is not one of those. I don't use a lot of products, but I definitely don't go with just a shower, just moisturizer, or just water. So I guess for accuracy's sake, I'm gonna go with I use a lot of products. How much foundation and concealer do I use? I'm probably closest to the third one, just some concealer on my blemishes. Which do you use the most of? Definitely blush. I don't make a habit of using highlight regularly and I never use bronzer. What color is your mascara? I use black. Choose a lip gloss color. I'm going to pick pink. Add one last product. Based on what I'm wearing right now, I'm gonna go with eyeliner. My quiz results are coming in. Dress. Nothing else? Not a color, not a cut, just dress. Well, the one pictured there, as you can see, is red with little polka dots. I don't own a dress like that, so although I don't have this red dress, I'm going to take another quiz to kind of narrow down what dress in my closet I should pick, and that quiz would be a very ominous sounding one. We know what color outfit you should wear tomorrow. Pick a house. Pick a job. Lately I've been thinking I want to be a lawyer. Mostly because I like to argue. Yeah, pick a bedroom. Pick a car. I'm not a car person. I don't have a dream car. I just think cars look like cars. I will pick the Mercedes to make Donna from Parks and Recreation proud. Pick a food. Pick a drink. Pick a dessert. This ice cream looks very refreshing and lovely, so I will pick this one. Pink. I should wear a pink outfit tomorrow. Now we are going to see what shoes I should pair with this lovely pink dress thing we have going on. So let's begin this quiz called This is Strange, but we know what type of shoe matches your personality based on what you eat in a day. Who writes these? Okay, not here to judge. BuzzFeed knows best. BuzzFeed knows best. Okay, let's begin.
I took the liberty of speeding up the rest of these quizzes, because I don't want to subject you to my excessive deliberations on each and every question. If I kept all the footage in here, this video would be over an hour long. Curse my indecisiveness.
Heels. Perfect. So with my pink dress, I will be wearing heels. Thanks to BuzzFeed, tomorrow I will be a fashion icon. After I get dressed, I would probably like to try out a makeup look. So the quiz I'm using was posted on January 5th, 2018, so it's probably outdated and no longer a trend, but we're gonna use it because it's the only one I could find. All right, buy a concealer. Well, I can definitely rule some of these shades out. I think I'm just gonna go with whatever looks a little bit correct. So maybe this one?
Once again, I'm sparing you all my rambling nonsense. Please enjoy this copyright-free music for the time being. After cycling through the 5 stages of grief, I decided the fate of my brows tomorrow was sealed and there was nothing I could do about it. These next few clips are me pretending to be fine while moving on to other quizzes. After all, no use crying over squiggly brows.
Let's give myself something to do. This quiz is called Eat a Day's Worth of Food, and we'll give you a phone-free activity to try. Try out a new recipe. This wasn't intentional at all. I didn't take these quizzes beforehand, but I actually have an excellent segue into my next quiz or BuzzFeed decision for me. Let's pick out a recipe, shall we? The 31 low-key spectacular summer recipes to make throughout the month of August. All right, so as you can see, there are 31 different recipes here that BuzzFeed has so gracefully bestowed upon us to choose from. And since it's not in a quiz format, I think that I am just going to do a 1 through 31 random number picker. I got 6. Spicy. And it is, drumroll please, lemongrass chicken with scallion oil. This sounds really good, not gonna lie. Oh, this is by Tiffy Cooks. I love her. I watch all of her videos. This is awesome. I'm so excited to try this one. All right, let's look for more activities, shall we? This insightful quiz is called Eat a Bunch of Carnival Food, and we'll give you an activity to try this summer. My summer activity is go biking. Now that we've had a busy day romping around in our pink dress and heels, we are going to choose a winding down activity. Spend a day in nature and we'll give you a self-care activity to try out. All right, my self-care activity from BuzzFeed is journaling. Now that all the quizzes have been taken and my fate has been sealed for the next 24 hours, I'm going to log off, get a good night's sleep, and then wake up at the mercy of BuzzFeed. All right, thank you, Past Lily, for all of that dedicated quiz taking.
It was at this moment I realized I was a cotton-headed ninny muggins and forgot to take a hairstyle quiz. But frankly, I was sick of taking quizzes and figured by now you've had enough of watching me make inconsequential decisions on BuzzFeed.com. Thus, I did another random number generator to pick out a hairstyle for today.
Right, so this hairstyle is called the messy braided ponytail, and luckily in about the same era as I had my BuzzFeed phase, I also had my hair braiding phase. Dutch braids and BuzzFeed is a match made in heaven. Let's do this. Alright, I think I did okay, but I am not in front of a mirror. I was just using the crappy viewfinder as my mirror, so I have no idea how this looks from the back. Alright, oh my gosh, I need to take off this robe. I put it on to show you that time had passed since the last night, and we were flashing back forward to the future, but I'm overheating, so forgive my inconsistency. So besides the squiggly brows, BuzzFeed didn't really give me much jurisdiction on what I should be doing with my makeup. I'm thinking that I'm just gonna do a pretty normal look, and use some pink elements to tie into my pink dress ensemble. Since a grand total of nobody asked, this is the palette that I will be using for the eye look. It's the ColourPop Gimme Butterflies. It just goes with our little pink theme today. Alright, so before I move on to lips, I feel like I should just get the squiggly brows out of the way. We do what BuzzFeed says in this house. All right, lovely people, this is what we're working with. Oh, when I frown, it's even squigglier. Okay. Thank you, BuzzFeed. The only thing left to do is lipstick, but compared to this, the lipstick will be easy, tame. So I'm just gonna do it off camera.
I proceeded to don my pink dress, strappy heels, and matching pink hoop earrings. Everything feels like it's coming full circle, for better or for worse.
What? Squiggly eyebrows? Nothing to see here. Alright, friends. Wait, let me get to a place with better lighting. Okay. This is my final form. The eyebrows, with the dress, with the heels. I look like I'm off to an Easter service, except the eyebrows. Well, I don't know. I see some church grandmas wearing their eyebrows like this. All right, here we go. Are you comfortable here? I hope so.
Let the impromptu fashion show begin in 3, 2, 1. Whenever I passed the reflective surface, it was a bit startling to behold two squiggly leeches in lieu of my normal brows. But never mind that. Let's see what my household thinks of my new look.
What do you think of my eyebrows? No response. Dad,
Yes, Lily.
do you like my eyebrows?
What the heck is that?
What do you think?
I don't like them.
You don't?
No.
I think they look fetching. The next thing BuzzFeed told me to do was to go on a bike ride, and since I have this handy dandy little flexible tripod, I can hopefully attach it around the handlebars and take you guys with me. But on a bike ride, I'm not sure BuzzFeed's choice of attire is the most appropriate, but then again, BuzzFeed knows best. The only thing that I think will be compromised of the look is the heels. That doesn't strike me as a very good idea, heels and a bike ride, so I will just be wearing sneakers. Unfortunately, it's very hot outside today, so these cute little things may very well just melt off my face, which would be so tragic. Okay, I was unfortunately just informed that the bikes are in our garage, hanging from the rafters, and my father is not home to retrieve them for me. So I will instead be opting for a nice scooter ride on my pink scooter, very fitting for the theme that BuzzFeed has chosen today.
Before we proceed on the scooter ride, I would like to give a fair warning to those wearing headphones or to those who get motion sick easily. As you may have been able to glean, filming from a scooter's perspective results in very shaky and noisy footage. You have been forewarned.
So while we're out here scootering, why don't I let you know about who the heck I am? So this is my very first video on YouTube, which is okay. You guys don't know anything about me. Everybody starts somewhere, and I think you guys will know plenty in no time because I'm a pro at oversharing. Fun fact about me, I can will myself to sneeze silently, and my thumbs are different lengths. Fun, huh? So quite frankly, this video has been pretty tame so far, but in a little bit, I will need to pick up some lemongrass from the grocery store for my later recipe, the lemongrass chicken with the scallion oil. So I will need to venture into Cub with these eyebrows. And I don't know if it would be better to wear a mask or not to wear a mask. Like, is it weirder to wear a mask so you can just see my eyes and my eyebrows? Or is it weirder to not wear one so you can just see my whole face? Just gonna waltz on in there casually. Ooh. Okay, once I get inside, I'll have to take these sunglasses off, but I wore the busiest mask I could find, so maybe people will be distracted reading the words on my mask instead of looking at my eyebrows. I don't want to take them off. This is horrible. This is like my worst nightmare. Why did I sign up for this video? I'm just trying to like avoid crowds of people, and if I see someone even remotely close to my age, I really yeet out of the way really fast.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I just got assistance from an employee, and I feel like curling up into a ball and dying. We made it in and out. That was mortifying. Okay, time to walk back to the car. The worst is over.
She came. She saw. She conquered.
It's time to go home. The ingredients call for some good old chimkin, garlic, lots of it. Very good sign for this recipe. Here's where I screwed up, okay? It says lemongrass, and don't get me wrong, this is lemongrass, but it is dried up and is the only variety of lemongrass that was available at Cub. I was supposed to get the kind that is not dried up. Hopefully this is just a nice little aromatic addition to my chicken, but I don't think it will be the shining star. Next it calls for fish sauce, sugar, chili flakes, salt, and oil, thankfully all of which I have. This recipe calls for 6 cloves of garlic for 2 pieces of chicken, but since I have a family of 4, I will be preparing 4 pieces of chicken and thus using 12 cloves of garlic. All right, so somehow I ended up using more than an entire small clove of garlic. Not mad at it though. Now to get started on the lemongrass. I don't really know how I'm gonna cut this. Let me just do a tester cut. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay, well, we're just gonna stick this bundle in our marinade and see if it adds any flavor to the chicken. Twisting to maybe extract any... Oh, it's starting to smell good. I think I'm doing something right. Okay. Well, it smells better than it did before. I don't know what that'll do, but it's in. Then I will put in our colony of many garlics. Okay, since the lemongrass was not exactly living up to expectations, relatable, I'm gonna add a little bit of ginger. It's got sort of a similar aromatic quality to lemongrass. I'm already definitely not following the recipe, but I've done enough Asian cooking. I think I'm gonna do fine. Crack one open with the boys. Really? They couldn't have made a pour dispenser? 2 shots of vodka? Alright, that's 4. 4 tablespoons of sugar. 2 teaspoons of salt. Let's get some Salt Bae action going here. And finally, 4 teaspoons of chili flakes. The marinade is ready for the chicken to go in. Does anyone else get like super grossed out by chicken? I just always wear protection. They look a bit too large for this bowl. And at this point, I'm really not sure what to do with the lemongrass. Awkwardly lay that across there. And then maybe the energy of the lemongrass will translate into the chicken.
Cutting up my scallions for later.
Now comes the part of the video that is very tragic because I am about to go to ballet class, and while I said I would be wearing these all day, I am not really willing to wear squiggle eyebrows to a 2-hour dance class. So we will be taking them off. More things you have to say bye to are this ponytail. I will be putting my hair up in a bun, but I will be keeping the braids, so don't worry, BuzzFeed's still with me. And of course, I will be swapping this pink dress for a leotard.
I proceeded to attend a 2-hour ballet class, saw squiggly eyebrows, then came home and showered. Now it's time to finish the rest of tonight's dinner. Here comes a bonus recipe that nobody asked for. I'm making these smashed garlic roasted potatoes to go with the chicken. Boil mini potatoes until fork soft, then gently smoosh with a potato masher or cup on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Add a couple tablespoons of olive oil, some Italian seasoning and garlic salt, a few tablespoons of butter, and a teaspoon of minced garlic to a saucepan on medium heat until the butter has melted and garlic is very slightly golden. Optional, but I added a bit of fresh basil as well. Brush the oil generously over the potatoes and stick those bad boys in a 425-degree oven for 40 minutes, shaking the potatoes halfway through. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Alright, so currently this is the state of affairs. The chicken has been marinating for probably like 2.5 hours. Really don't think the lemongrass did much, so I'm thinking these are a little bit thick, so I'm going to kind of butterfly them. Here I was, all ready to fry my chicken. I forgot the rice.
I'm sorry, Asian ancestors, I did you wrong.
The real ones don't measure. My ancestors will tell me when to stop. We are going to wash our rice, because I'm not a psychopath. Then we will drain the rice, not with a colander. I'm looking at you, Auntie Hersha. Now that the water is out of our rice, we are going to do the logical thing and add some more water. Knuckle test. Perfect. And now we actually do the chicken like I said we were going to. Grease guard. I'm gonna do 2 to 3 minutes on each side. It is already smelling really good. Fluttering me. On you go.
I watched one of my comfort shows, and with an E, while I cooked the rest of the chicken. 10 out of 10 recommend if you haven't seen it yet. I was so preoccupied frying the chicken, I forgot to even prepare the scallion oil. Oh well, I just used them as a garnish lol. I would rank the meal as a whole a 9 out of 10. The potatoes and rice definitely added to the overall dish, but the chicken itself was very tasty as well. After that lovely meal, I cleaned up the kitchen and got ready for the last segment of this video. I can't believe the day went by so fast.
The final thing on my BuzzFeed to-do list is to end my day with some self-care, aka journaling. This part needs very little explaining, so basically I'm just going to turn on some music here and write my heart out. Alright friends, I believe that concludes today's video. This has been 24 hours, not really 24 hours, but that's a better title, of letting BuzzFeed make the brunt of my important decisions. How did I feel, someone who likes control, handing the reins over to some millennial in the BuzzFeed.com office? Some of the choices made, I personally would not have made. Specifically the browse, but to each their own. Probably my favorite part of the day was either cooking or journaling. This was actually a very pleasant experience. I don't usually take the time to sit down and do this. It was nice to have the reminder. Currently it is 9:49 p.m. and I have been at this for almost precisely 12 hours. So yeah, would I recommend this to anybody?
No, lol, but it makes for good content. You could say I did it for the Vine.
Now I guess I have to do my cliche YouTuber outro. Congrats on making it all the way to the end. I barely did, so good on you. Because really, attention spans in this economy. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Wouldn't it be funny if there were 0 views on this video? My mom's gonna watch this. There's gonna be at least 1 view. If you didn't catch that subtle, not so subtle Instagram plug in my journaling portion, my Instagram is pretty much the same as my YouTube channel title. But it does have an underscore in between the 2 words quintessentially and Lily.
Right now I don't have any posts on there, but hopefully that'll change by the time this video goes up lol.
Please subscribe to this channel for more nonsense like this, only if you enjoyed it. If you did not enjoy it, I hope it was not too big of a waste of your time. I don't know how long this video ended up being, but it was probably a pretty long video based on how much footage I took. I think I've said all that I need to say. I don't want to bore you any further. So with that, this is my sign off. Thank you again for watching, whoever you are. I appreciate you. This recipe calls for 6 cloves of